Age range 15 to 25, 26 to 35, 36 to 45, 45 and above. Okay. Gender, male, female. Do you have a remote job presently? If if yes, how many years experience? What challenges do you experience when searching for a remote job? Any suggestions? This is a rushed form to start with, which of course it is your fault and not my own. If you did not do it when you were supposed to do it, that's not my fault. It's rushed, first of all, and there are certain vital information that you're also supposed to request for, and you missed out on them. And you now have years of working experience. Okay, this is important, but there are certain information that should have come in this form that are vital. Like this, apparently you don't even have any information. I can say that you don't have any. The only information you have that you can use to work here is age range, gender, and how many years of working experience, and maybe the challenges if they are going to tell you. These are like just the information you have. In as much as you want to know. The reason for asking many other questions is also when you so that when you get to this spot and maybe they don't feel like typing long answers, right? You have valuable information from the rest of the things that you have already put in the form, like those what their preferences will be, what will make them want to do a remote job. Those are the information that you need to know to be able to know how you want to develop or the products you want to bring out. Where exactly, what particular segment of the market is the product supposed to actually target? What exactly are people looking for that is going to be their major reason for them wanting to use your product to be able to solve their problem? These things are what you were supposed to actually put out on this, but you missed them because sorry, and you missed out on them, of course. Any suggestion? What challenges do you experience? Grammatical error. Yeah, start with. And then you now said the answer, they must answer. Asterisks. I've said this before. These paragraph answers, they are not under obligation to answer you. Leave it for them. Leave it for them. Allow them to express themselves if they want to. If you give them enough options upward, they will be willing to express themselves. Any suggestion? Any suggestions for what? Be plain when you want them to, in your questions. Ask direct questions. Any suggestion? Any suggestion for what? Any suggestion on how to make the product better? Any suggestion on where they can get resources, any suggestion on where they can help you to know where to get remote jobs? You need to state it, not just any suggestions. You will not be willing to give you any answer, right? Um, come on it. Um, So now let's look at your design. So guys, on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, just like you guys did for Vanessa, please give her a score for this design. Just type it in the comment section.
Is this her design or the sample?
It's her design.
Oh.
Let me check the sample. Let me be sure. But I should copy and paste the sample. Here's the sample. So this is the sample. No, yeah. So that's our design. So I'm waiting for the rating. Is our design. Ten. Vanessa, because they give you 10, you want to be generous. Okay. Any other person? Okay, 9, because there's a typo. Okay. Thank God you saw it. Any other person? Okay. Nobody wants to say again. So looking at this design and looking at the sample, she did a brilliant job. So I will commend her on that aspect. But I think she missed out on a few things. The information where they're supposed to reach out to you. So you put out a design and there's no information on how people are going to reach out to you, where people are going to follow you, which is supposed to be here by the side and supposed to be in white color because you also want them to see that information, even though it's not going to be very, very, very elaborate on the page. Yep. The picture, of course, is the same image. These fonts that you used, I'm not so comfortable with these fonts. They are readable, yes, but I don't think they are good. They are the best fit for this kind of design. Look at the sample, the kind of font that they use, and the kind of font that you also use. There's doesn't really sit so well in terms of the font, right? But overall, you did a good job. The job is brilliant. And another thing, yeah, this money bag is covering the T. You want to pay attention to all of these details, right? It's covering the T. This 15 at the back and this 15 in front, okay, they are the same font. Just pushed it to the back. Right, okay, it's okay. How to solve it daily on my WhatsApp status. So there's a typo there. The typographical error there, and a very, very huge one at that. Right? So you want to pay attention to all of these necessary details when you are filling a form of any sort or Sorry, when you are making a design, right? You have not finished. It's not my fault. So you want to check out all of these things to be able to finish up. So you see as, yeah, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I will give you graphical error. And is this your first time? Is this your first time trying your hands on design? Is favor on this in this call?
Yes, I'm on this call.
Is this your first time? Or you have been design?
Not really, Sha.
Hmm?
So I said not really.
But you have been doing once, you have been trying your hand, you have been testing.
Yes, that's just a playing around. Yes.
That's what I'm saying now. But you have been testing your hands once
Yes, something like
in a while.
yes, something like that.
Sultan just sent me his phone to let me look at it. Hearing me, but it's okay, it's fine. I've seen it, I've heard you, thank you. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her an 8 too, because, well, she did a brilliant job, though there are some errors, both in the text. There are some errors, and the font choice of font choice, and all of those stuff. There are nippy errors that makes the design a bit off. So, but on it, I give her 8. She did very well. Well done, Favor. Yep. So, what else? I've checked your form. This is Sultan's form. Let me check it. Remote job seeker. This survey is designed to help tailor down job offerings to match your expectations. Your feedback is valuable. So why are we having more people join now? Why am I having 14 people? People have started joining to fill attendance, Abi. Okay. Jimo, I think, let me just look at, I say Jimo, what's the name again? Sultan. The details are highly confidential, I won't be shared. This survey is designed to help tailor down job offerings to match your expectations. Your feedback is valuable. Remote job seeker, I don't like this title. I don't like the title. Doesn't sit well. Sit well with me. Doesn't go down well with me. What else? The survey is designed to help tailor down job offerings to match your expectations. Your feedback is valuable. Okay. Okay. Description is okay, but you can do better. Your details are highly confidential. I won't be shared. All right, fine. What is your age? Just type age. 25, 26 to 35, 36 to 40, 40 and above. Gender, male, female, order. Yeah. Yeah. Location. What is your current employment status? Employed, self-employed, not employed, student, retired. Yep, makes sense. What skills do you that are relevant to remote tech jobs? Yeah, makes sense. Have you worked remotely before? Good question. If yes, how long have you worked remotely in a tech position? What tech roles have you held in the past? What type of remote roles are you most interested in for a remote job? So you have software developer, data analyst, web designer, digital marketing analytics. Okay, work for. Okay. What tech-related challenges do you anticipate in a remote tech role? How do you plan to address technical issues while working remotely? Are you open to further training or certifications if required for remote? Okay, so okay, I like the questions. I like the questions. Mm, I guess specific companies and stuff you like to work for. What tech related challenges? More like you are assuring them that, or you are telling them that. How do I put it now? This now sounds like you're an interview. This now sounds like an interview question, right? So you're asking them how do they plan to address technical issues while working remotely? Fair enough. Well, I think maybe some certain situations might warrant that you ask this kind of questions, but if you say if I'm to go by what I have in my head, if you're doing a what's it called now? A market survey for this thing. Not sure you want to be asking them this particular kind of question. You want to give them, you want to just know exactly what their challenges are for getting a remote job and how you can help them solve that challenge, right? To build your platform. So these other ones are more like their own personal resolution. That's okay. I need to address certain challenges if I have to work remotely, right? To help them to be easy to easily transition or to easily get to these employers that will likely require their skills to become tech people. So yeah, see how you people made me take my time to do this test because you not do assignments and you will not stay attend class. Imagine when we started, we were just when we're not eight because if I add myself and the host, we were just six people, and now you guys are only six because we're eight, and now we have 14 people on the call towards the end of this one. Can we get your contact details to keep your video on availability of remote jobs? Okay, nice question. Yeah. So if yes, if they need, of course, this is a very good way to. I like the way you transition this question into get their details. So you see, can we get now? You're telling them that you're not just getting it, you are getting it because you want to be able to keep them monitored on availability of remote jobs. Of course, those who are interested in remote jobs will gladly give you their details, right? And yep, that's one good way of doing it. So I think you paid attention to the last thing I said that about our form that we did in class yesterday that on Wednesday that we did not add those last two pieces that could have gotten us their information, right? And that was good. So generally, I think this form is good. This survey form is good. Maybe just maybe these two questions that maybe I think are not too necessary. You can exchange them with other questions that might also be specific to how best you want to solve their problem, right? So now, to me, though, just like I said, what I have in my head sounds like an employer asking you when you go for an interview and they're asking you if you get this job and how do you plan to address social issues. Right? At this point, you're not except you are taking this information because you also want to or because you also want to take information from the reports or the companies that the companies that want these people, like, right? So going by this, it means that you are telling them that, okay, we have companies at our disposal that have remote jobs, and we want to know if you are best fit for the remote jobs, right? And it still works. I mean, it still works in certain situations. It works. So if I look at it from that other angle, yes, it works. That I have clients and I need to know if you're the best fit for the job. Now you're more like an agent or a third party, getting them close to their remote jobs. It still works anyways. It still works. So generally, I think this is okay. I think it's okay. You can go with it. And actually, you know, I'm the response on my phone. 5. Who submitted again? Okay. These are things I should have done since the beginning of this class. Look at me. We need now. Sultan, you can't hear me. Please, let me briefly show you something before I leave. So, I think I should have started this one by now. Who has this form? Okay. Who has this form? I think this is Miriam. 18 to 25, 26 to 35. Okay, the normal age range, gender, male, female, others in 2 places. One should go off. I think this first one should be off. Location. Okay, status, marital status, single, married, divorced, engaged. Okay. Have you ever worked remotely? Yes, no, others. If no, are you looking forward to working remotely? If yes, what platform did you get the opportunity? Option 1, no option, only option 1. What's your occupation? What are the challenges getting a remote work? How many times have you tried and failed? Option 1. Option 1. I think you need to work on this again. The form does not have a title. Untitled form. This survey intends to understand remote work and how best to bridge the gap. You should also do more on the description. And title this form, do more on the description. Work on your questions again. I mean, so many rough patch questions. That should be good. Who's asking me? Sultan, your form was good. I said your form was good. Generally, it was okay. That should be all. This is 4:30. Okay, so we all know that. I stop sharing my screen. We all know that there is most of us. I'm sure we know WordPress. So WordPress is called a content management system, and a content management system is where people are able to manage the content that they put on their website and also manage their website. So WordPress is something that you can also be, the good thing about WordPress is that you can also develop and build, host your websites there, but you need to have a domain, and getting a domain name and a hosting is not cheap, right? So of course, if you have a brand, you want to do a business, definitely you want to get a domain and get a hosting that will host your website, right? But of course, if you're going to be working for a company or a brand, they will definitely have to take care of that. They will have the web aspect taking care of that, where they have the people who do the whole web stuff,
getting the domain, paying for the domain, hosting the website on the domain. And the domain, of course, definitely different domains with different prices. .com is mostly more expensive. You can have .net, you can buy a domain from Namecheap, namecheap.com. That's where you can buy, I think, Namecheap, right? That's where you can buy a domain. Okay. And you need a domain to be able to host a website. And you need to pay for it. You also need to pay for you also need to pay for the hosting, right? But for the purpose of this class, this learning, there's this website or this platform that you can host your WordPress website. You can get a free hosting, right? And that's what I'll be showing you briefly, because we cannot even finish the process today. You have to wait for like some hours for the things to finish loading up. So I'm going to be sharing my screen shortly. Where's that platform? Good. Can you see my screen, everybody?
It's still sharing.
Can you see my screen? What are you seeing?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes.
Infinity free.
Good. Good. Yeah, good. So that's the place. It's called Infinity Free. So you can just hit or type Infinity Free. And you click on, of course, free. You can see a free web hosting. I want you to see how the interface looks when you're trying to open it for the very first time. And now take note that this is not for professional use in terms of hosting maybe very professional websites, right? And you also want to do, and this is not also something that's also going to be able to drag a whole lot of traffic. Of course, if you want to drag so much traffic, you have to pay for the upgraded version, the premium, to be able to get the kind of traffic you want now. Right, but I just want us to use this to understand how the whole web hosting looks like. So you can see that this is Infinity Free. You can do free hosting, which is this first one. You can see premium hosting where you have to pay, right, to be able to get more features and more space and more stuff that you can be able to do. Knowledge base and support forum, knowledge base where you can read, of course, their stuffs and all of that. Now you can see is fastest free hosting, 99.9% uptime, which means it's of always been online, unlimited hosting, and you will not get ads on your site. And you can host any domain, right? Now you can also, so normally if you pay for a domain, right? If you pay for a domain, say you want to pay for a domain from Namecheap, I saw their advert on this site from Namecheap. So this is Namecheap. Let that to finish loading. I think that's also. Yeah. So you see domains and hosting, right? They also do hosting. So maybe you buy a domain and of course, you see hosting WordPress, email. Most of these platforms always want to integrate WordPress as a content management, a CMS for their websites, right? And you can see .com. You can buy .com for $5, $5.98, and you can buy .net for $11.98, right? So you want to, if you want to buy any of those, right? This is Namecheap. You can see their prices their offers. Easy WordPress, manage WordPress, just that they are not free, $6.8 and all of this stuff per year. And so let's say you have a domain, you can also use, maybe you bought a domain, you've paid for a domain, you say you paid for a custom domain of .com or something. You can also host it on this particular platform, right? That's why you see host any domain. You can bring your own domain name or pick a free subdomain. Of course, we are going to pick a free subdomain from these guys, right? Now, if you want to use the platform, definitely, you know, the very first step is to register. And when you register, you just follow the steps that are there and then follow up and join the platform. It's free, right? Now, I already have an account and let's just say I want us to start afresh. So let's do a register, right? If you click on register, definitely the first information that will appear is for you to log in. Okay, you see, I already have an account, so they have already popped it out that I have an account here, right? So you have signing up, you definitely see all of these stuff, and then you create account. I already created one, but I forgot forgotten the password. I was trying it out. I just got to find out about this platform, so I needed to use it for this class, right? And I forgotten my WordPress sign in login details, so I don't know how to be able to log into my WordPress anymore to show you. But I'll just show you how the website looks like. I did not really do anything to finish it up. So this is the website, and this is the domain name I was able to pick for it. Of course, the one that was available. And you can see the website, right? You can also get free SSL certificate, that's for security, to get your website a HTTPS. And this is what came up. I did not edit anything. It's just the theme and the template I used that is still here, right? And if you need to edit now, create an account. And of course, after signing up, right? And you want to create an account, that means you want to create a domain, right? Where you can host, click on it, the network is what was that? Yeah, so the moment you click on that, right, which is create an account, it takes you to this window and you can see here subdomain and custom domain, right? Of course, that custom domain is if you already have bought a domain name with .com or whatever that is domain name, where you can be able to add it and have it using their own sub, add more domains after your account has been created. So you want to do that, right? Now, you want to choose a domain extension. So I can now choose from any of these ones that are available. So let's say I want to do with this greatsite.net, and then I want to call this domain that's one of their free subdomains. What do I call this now? So you just pick a domain name that you want to write, right? So let's say I want to call this what do I call it now? Observe.great.sites.net. Let's call this observe. I don't know why I'm calling it observe though. Okay, let's look for something that we might get available. So let's call this dream dream chaser, right? Let's say dreamchaser.greatsite.net. So this is the domain extension that we pick, right? And you check for the availability if that domain is going to be available for you. Now you can see that it is available, right? And you see the domain dreamchaser.greatsite.net is available. So if it's not available, then you have to try another different domain name, right? And then you click on create account. And of course, these things take some process. It takes some time before they are able to actually come out. You can see your account has been created, right? With this. So you can see here that they say your account has been created with username. Here are some things you need to know. It will take a few minutes. And yep. So basically, that's it. So sometimes it takes a while, right? Sometimes it takes a while for you to get this up. So we can click, let's go to control panel, right? You open the control panel and it's going to redirect you and it's going to give you a notice. It's going to give you this notice, right? Just approve and move on. So now we want to install an app, we want to install WordPress, right? For WordPress to be able to for us to be able to manage this website that we're about to work on WordPress, right? So you scroll down and you look for this Softaculous apps installer, right? Softaculous apps installer, and then you click on it, and it's going to take you to where you're going to see, okay, something went wrong. Please allow 20 minutes, then we try. So I think it's a bit slow. So I think I'll just come and finish this, right? And cancel. Yeah. Okay. So we just finished it, right? And the username is, so while we are waiting for that, instead of you maybe just hopping up to the control panel, since it did not take so much time. So you can see now we are setting up your account. Please refresh the page in a few minutes, right? And definitely it takes some time, right? You want to give them a few minutes of time. So why I said we should do this today by this time is because there are certain things that when you try to do them, they are going to take you up to 1 hour before they are going to get it. They will tell you 48 or 72 hours from 2 hours, right? But then you can finish it in 1 hour, and you want to allow them to do that in that 1 hour. Or if I learned that if you use a VPN, it can install in 15 minutes. So let's go to open control panel and let's see. So we have closed the other one now, right? You just go back to the open control panel while this is refreshing, right? While it is trying to get itself, it's saying refresh. So I can just refresh the page while I be at control panel to try to install the Softaculous apps installer. This Softaculous apps installer, once you click on this, if there's nothing wrong with it, it should take us to where we are going to see different apps to be able to install. Good. Now you can see, you can search apps by their name from the search box, blah blah blah. So you want to install WordPress, right? So you tap on WordPress, click on WordPress, and the WordPress should open up. It's taking time. My internet. Yeah. So you see the WordPress is going to open up, and you click on install. And when you want to install, you come down here and you give the admin a username. Now, you better most times always give the admin the username, of course, of the account that
you created. Now, I don't know, this was the other one and I've forgotten the password. So you want to call it, what did you give it? Dream what? Dream waiting, what do I call that? This thing.
Dream chaser.
Dream chaser. So I want to call that dream chaser. In the control panel, the admin username dream chaser. Then you want to give it password, right? So you want to give it password that you feel is strong enough. It's not my right email, so I might get it. So you want to give it a password. This is the password, right? This is a test. Hopefully, I remember this part. Taking some time, you can see it will take up to 3 to 4 minutes, right? While it is installing. Oh, so I made a mistake. I was supposed to choose HTTPS, right? So this is not good. So please don't make the same mistake I made. I skipped something, right? You were supposed to choose HTTPS. It was on the left side of the screen. I kind of skipped that, and now you are seeing only HTTP, right? So you will have to work on that back to your own, right? So let's go back to this Infinity Free. So you see here that it's saying it can take up to 72 hours for your new domain or hosting account to start working everywhere, right? So you can see that it has finished installing. But they are saying it take up to 72 hours. But just like I said, it can take you, or it can just be 1 hour, right? Only 1 hour can be enough for this to actually work out for you, right? And if you're using a VPN, it can take up to 15 minutes, right? So let's say we want to now check this website on a different browser, even though it is not yet up. Let's just see if it is up now, right? So let me say we try this. Let's see what's going to come up. So you can see the website is already ready, right? But it's saying not secure, right? And we're supposed to choose HTTPS, which we did not select. But then we still, even after choosing the HTTPS, we still want to solve that not secure, right? And we come back here to this place, and we want to solve that error. And we go to free SSL certificates. When you choose on free SSL certificates, right? So this was the one that was given to me for the first one that I actually chose HTTPS. I don't know if that is going to work here now that I did not choose HTTPS on what they call this now on WordPress. But you want to come down here and click on new SSL certificate, right? And then you come here and then we post that website, the domain that we just added, right? And then you want to create an order. So we create the order and let's see. So you see, so we need to actually set up a CNAME record, right, to verify the domain. Your SSL has been created. Please see below for the next step. So we now click on this, set up CNAME records automatically, right? But it may take an hour to set perfectly. Verify your dream chaser admin, blah blah blah. So it's going to take up to 1 hour, right? So by the time it propagates successfully, this red column will be converted to green, that your CNAME record or has been found. And then your website will now have the SSL certificate. But right now, we cannot wait for that long because, of course, it's 4:51 p.m. already.
So I think this is basically like the last step from here. By the time you get your SSL certificate, you can then move over to WordPress and be able to build the website from there, right? So by the time this SSL certificate comes out and turns green, you can then request for certificate. They are going to show you another bar that will give you the opportunity to request for certificates. And by the time you request for certificates, you definitely are going to get it. And then it's going to be generated, right? And then you can then install the SSL certificate. But for now, since it's not going to come up immediately, we'll have to continue this process on Monday, or I'll continue to by the weekend. But just so you know that this will take up to like 1 hour for it to come up. Sometimes it can take less, 20 minutes, but most times it would give you up to 1 hour, right? You can see here that please know that the NSC can take a few hours to take effect, right? So within 1 hour, you should be able to get that effect, and then you're going to see where it's going to give you another window. By the time this turns green, you can then request for certificate, and once you request for certificate, you're going to get the SSL certificate that will make the website secure. So you're not going to be having what's this now? So you're not going to be having this not secure anymore, right? Rather, your website is just going to open normally like a normal website, and then you can now go to WordPress to be able to actually work on the website from WordPress and work on it the way it is supposed to be. Give it the themes you want to give it the kind of look. Of course, definitely there are templates on WordPress that you can just use and edit the templates to make your own WordPress instead of trying to build from scratch. So this is for people who of course you don't want to employ the services of a web developer. You just want to build a very small website that you can use to maybe up and running. So you just use this free hosting platform. Of course, it can also be advisable that you also upgrade your website, right? So you can see my blog is still called my blog, blah blah blah, right? Going to look at that and be able to that mistake I made where I should have changed it for to HTTPS, right? Where I should have when I we're supposed to be able to click down, take a drop down and then change it to HTTPS. So when you're doing yours, be a little more careful on that aspect, right? Any question so far? Because this one, I cannot wait for it today. So we're going to continue from here by the time it comes up. Any question? Any question? Any confusion?
So I did not get the explanation on time because I was having challenges.
With your network?
Yeah, so I was not seeing the screen at all, but I was hearing what you were saying. So
Sorry.
it just things to start with, so I didn't really get it. So
Vanessa, you don't understand any of it.
At
Eh?
all. My network logged me out and I joined in just when you started. But I did not understand anything at all.
Okay.
um
You know what? There's a recording, right? But on Monday, I will try to run it again afresh. Is that okay?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
absolutely fine. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
So on Monday, I'll try to run it again from fresh from scratch so we can see it from scratch, right? The major aim is not even the domain and all of this stuff. The major aim is for us to see how, because if you let's say you go and you have a brand or a company that that is serious with their life, they already have a website, and they will not be building the website like this. They will have a website built by website developers, that they will have people that are strictly managing the website, right? So the website will be built from scratch. It's always that, because it makes your website more secure and safe for you, right? So you have a website that is built from scratch and secured. You have your website guys and your developers. You have your team that have already built the website. So you know that you are serious with your life as a company. You're not coming to do this. So the only thing the person that's coming in to do now is maybe they have a content management system, and of course, generally most people use WordPress because WordPress is the easiest to use. So they're using WordPress to manage the website content, right? So you coming in, you are able to use WordPress to be able to do stuff on the website, to be able to post blog posts, of course, which you have to do SEO for, to be able to look at the website and navigate, to be able to add plugins to the website, that to the WordPress, that can help you be able to make your job easier, right? So that's like majorly the main thing. But then, of course, there's no harm in you knowing how to start up a website like this from scratch, right? Without any knowledge of coding and all of that. But that is it. So for those of us that did not do assignments, I am not happy with you people. Let me first of all start from there. I am not happy with you guys at all, right? It doesn't make sense that you finish class and you will not do assignments. It's not, it doesn't, I don't like it. It doesn't make sense. First of all, that's what, this is your attendance list. I know that is what you are interested in. So your attendance list, start filling the attendance while I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not happy with you guys for not doing assignments. Now, I don't even know what to tell you. Normally, I would have asked you to go and try this on your own and try to see how you can navigate through this platform on your own. But you cannot even do, if you have not even been able to do simple design that I gave as assignment, how are you going to be able to do this one? Here's the problem, right? Now, I'm going to give you another assignment. And you are going to add it with the one that you have done, for those of you that have not done the first one. And it's going to be another design. Because I can see that it's a design that you are having a problem with. None of you want to do design. You're going to do another design. And this time around, let me go and select the design. I've put the attendance link, so you don't see the attendance. And if you like, when I give assignment this time, people should not do. Now I'm giving you another design. I'll be giving you guys something simple. So I'm going to give you something simple again, so that you don't go and rack your brain and say, I gave you something hard. That's why you did not do it. See this design. It's simple, right? I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to paste it for you guys. If you people like, don't do it. I'm pasting it on the group. Do this design along with the first one that I gave. And if possible, I'll add another one. Because the truth is that your capstone project will soon start. By now, you should have started putting out stuffs online, right? Stuffs like this, simple designs that you can just put that make sense, that are beautiful and look good in the eyes, right? You just put them online and just get yourself out there. We know that, yes, so we are not going to do something very, 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 very big and very, very large, but at least you should be able to try this out. I mean, the assignment, only 2 people submitted designs out of how many of you people that were around. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to add another design. I'm going to add another one, and people are still going to do it. See this one that I'm sharing the screen now. People are going to do this design as well. So you have 3 designs to work on for those of you that did not do the first one, just so you know. Where's the group? This is the next one. That's 3 designs. Work on these 3 designs, and I want to see it on Monday. And then you can also, yes, if you want to cry, cry. You can also go and check that platform, Infinity Free, right? Just go and look at Infinity Free and just navigate through the platform and look at what it looks like. By Monday, we will actually break it down more. As like I said, the major aim is for you to look at WordPress and how to do the WordPress. If you like, do it again. If you don't like, don't do it again. It's people's business. The major aim is how to do the use the WordPress. It's quite simple, right? I'm not going to go into too deep. Most of the things in digital marketing, you always learn them on the go. Like you learn them on the go. You don't just learn them immediately. So you take time, learn some things along the way, YouTube videos and stuff like that, right? Even me, now I can tell that I don't know everything. There are so many things that I still do not know, but I have to always try to be able to keep myself updated. So do those designs. 3 designs is what you have now. Those of you who have not done the first one, you have 3 designs to give to me on Monday. You people should submit the design on Monday. If not, we are not going to do anything on Monday. I'm saying it now. I'm sounding it loud and clear. You are doing 3 designs and sending it to me on Monday. Those designs are simple designs. I do not give you something complex. Those of you that have not submitted your what do they call it? Survey form. You are submitting 2 survey forms to me on Monday. The first survey form is, of course, the first assignment, which is the bridge of remote work for people that want to do the remote work. The second survey form that you are going to do for me is you are trying to produce a product that is going to help parents to be able to, especially parents of maybe very younger children, right? Like all that children. Parents who have children in school, how to be able to help them bridge the gap in how much of education that, how do I put this now? You want to put out a solution for children, right? Children in schools, an education solution for children in schools. Of course, it's the parents you want to reach out to. Now, the solution is to be able to get them good home tutors, right? And they don't have to break the bank for it. And you want to build such solution. Now, your solution is both ways. I want us to think like tech people. Now, your solution is both ways. You are like a third party that will connect the parents that have children that want to get tutors and connect the tutors to them. So you're going to be dealing with both teachers who want to use the platform to be able to reach out to more students. And you're also going to be dealing with parents who want teachers that they will hire for their children. Now, the hiring can be for any form of classes, can be for normal extramural classes, private classes, Cambridge exam classes. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, But that's also the next survey you're going to give to me. You want to do a survey that will find out what these particular set of people need. So you're doing 2 different surveys for this particular platform. You're doing surveys for those who are going to be the teachers or the tutors on the platform. And then you're doing survey for those who are going to be the parents on the platform. So you are bringing 2 surveys plus the one that you did not do in the assignment. That's 3, plus my 3 designs on Monday. That is what I've given to you people. As you people do not want to hear something. I've put the attendance link. So you don't say you don't see attendance. Is there any question?
Yes.
What's the question?
Hello, sir.
Who is asking me? What is the question?
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Sir, sorry, the survey, I don't understand the survey. Sorry, sir.
You don't understand the survey. Okay, good. Now, let me explain it again. Everybody, please pay attention. The survey this time around is a survey for an an app. You are a digital marketer that wants to market an app that is going to solve or bridge the gap that parents have to get extramural tutors for their children or getting tutors, because sometimes the tutors in school do not do justice to what the children want. And you want to build a platform that is going to help these parents to reach out to the teachers that are going to take their children on the private classes, and they don't have to spend too much money, right? We are the third party platform. Now you're going to do 2 surveys. One is for the prospective teachers that will use your platform, and the other one is for the parents that will also use your platform to get tutors for their children. Is that clear now? Who asked me the question? Is that clear? Favor.
Yes, I believe so.
Good. Favor, you are owing me 2 designs because you've done 1 already. Vanessa, you're owing me 2 designs because you've done 1 already. And then you're owing me 2 surveys because you've done 1 already. Those of you that have seen your survey, you're owing me 2 surveys. I know the people have seen their survey. I know the 3 or 4 people that have seen their surveys. The rest of you guys are owing me 3 surveys and 3 designs. Please, let us not have issue on Monday, because that's where we'll have problem. 3 surveys and 3 designs. Is that okay?
Okay, yes, sir. The designs you have submitted it. The link is in the group, right? Because
Yes,
I
I've
did not see
posted the
design.
link on the group. Yes, EdTech, good. So see you guys on Monday. Have a very beautiful weekend.